Welcome to the biggest show in the world, Sports Bettors TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. How's everybody doing out there? This is Rob the Mad Hatter from Sports Bettors TV. We are back at home from an amazing and epic weekend, kid. Words can't even describe how awesome this weekend was in Las Vegas, meeting everybody. I got my boy The Dream on the line. What is going on, Playboy?
What's up, man? Just outrage. Just to reiterate what you just said, the trip was incredible. Very good time meeting everybody finally, and going out and just blowing off some steam and just enjoying Las Vegas and everything that it had to offer. It was just a wonderful event, brother.
Oh, definitely, man. I mean, I'm still in detox mode, kid. I don't even know how I'm going to work today, brother. I tell you, man, because I am, beat up to hell. I mean, we partied for, 4 straight days, just nonstop? It was
Yes, sir, we did.
It was unbelievable, man. But you know what, guys? Listen, if you didn't make this trip, it's all good. All I got to tell you is that you missed the most, definitely one of the best weekends of my life, period. And Dream, I know you feel the same way.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, definitely, man. So, all I want to say is if you couldn't make it, guys, you know what? That's not going to be the first time, and it's not going to be the last time, because we will be out there, and I got news for you. We are already looking on planning something else. So you know what, man, just because it was so successful and everybody that came out and showed us love out there, I mean, dude, we had a party going on, man. We had flying midgets going across the ceiling, dude. We had big Beyonce performing live, kid. We had dude,
Johnny Depp impersonators. I mean, you guys, like I say, make the most of each and every moment, because you cannot get this time back. And that's one that you guys who didn't make it, you missed. The ones who did make it, thank you guys so much for coming, because you experienced it and it was incredible.
Oh, yeah. Big ups to, let me think just off the top of my head, guys. And if I miss people, please, you know what, just let me know that, because we had a lot of people out there, man. I mean, we were partying with, the Hockey Immortal, Clownman Swag, Sheen Redinius, Switcat Sides, OJFB was out there, Razor Ramon was out there. Oh, dude, so many. I can't even begin to remember how many people were out there, dude. I am fried, guys.
My man Woodbine Fan was out there.
Yeah.
The kid was out there as well. Philly's Pick Stop came through. It was a lot of people, and I know I can't remember all the names all myself, but it was just a really good time. As we did, and we did miss, guys that didn't come. We missed you guys too. It was a great time. Just a lot of fun.
Oh, definitely, man. I'm sure if you guys...
I got to see the MJ. Listen, if you guys, by the way, if you are ever in Vegas, if you like Michael Jackson at all, go see the Cirque du Soleil Michael Jackson the One. It is absolutely the best show I think I've ever seen, period.
Wow, man. Wow, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad you had a good time there. Glad you had a good time with
and
that.
Big ups, we got to thank, once again, I know we're beating a dead horse, but we cannot thank the Queen of Odds enough. We cannot finally garbage and all the tit for tat, listen, you know what? Next time I hear any of that, forget it. I'm going ham.
Definitely, man. Well, you know what? I got to be honest with you guys. I apologize about my plays while I was out there. Let me tell you something. The homework was not that incredible, okay, because the booze was a lot more incredible. The booze and the scenery was just absolute madness. So, you know what? I couldn't really get focused on my homework and all that. And sure enough, my pocket feels it. Let me tell you something, because I made some nasty plays out there, dude, and I got smoke showed. So, hey, Vegas is definitely welcoming back with open arms next time. That's for sure. But, Dream, you ended up coming back yesterday.
Yeah, I smoke showed. I had a good day on Sunday, as all my Sunday stuff hit, and then ironically, I killed the roulette table in Vegas.
I don't know, dude. I give you a lot of credit, man. I didn't play one table, dude. I just, for me, I always lose. So, I don't
played that black and red, and I play multiple ways roulette, but I was doing the black and red pretty much like every time we would walk on the lobby. I swear, every time we walked on that floor, I had to make at least $300. and we walked on that floor a lot. But, just looking at the grids, I'm one of those, guys that if it's red a bunch of times, I'll play black. If it's black a bunch of times, I'll play red. And just looking at the grids and having I kept like $100 chip in my pocket. And then I would cash the rest in. And every time I would, walk by a table where I'd see, I'd throw the $100 up, grab some money and then just run, just like a hit and run artist. If I'm walking by to the sports book, throw one on there. And in the end, man, I really crushed them.
I know, man. You had a stack of chips. I'm like, oh, those are black ones.
I really crushed them. I'll tell you, it was, like I said, for me, it was an incredible trip.
Oh, good for you, man. Good for you. Well, like I said, guys, if you missed the trip, let me tell you something. We ain't mad at you, but you better get your asses to the next one. Let me tell you about that, because you know what? That was just the beginning of something monumental, man. That's groundbreaking right there. Nobody's ever done a sports betting event in Las Vegas like that, okay? And you know what? We caught Vegas' attention. Let me just tell you about that. So, just big ups to everybody that's coming out and supporting us, man. And you know what? I don't want to forget about the people that are supporting us right now, retweeting our show and having a good time because every morning is a party with the biggest show in the world, man. So I've got P for Prez, I got CG, I'm sorry. I got Real Pics. I got Slim Daddy Wins. I got Yodo sending me an incredible photo. What's up, kid? I got BU still up. What's going on, Playboy? I got Switcat Sides. Thank you for coming out to Las Vegas, brother. I got Joseph Del Rosario, Jason Riley, James Harrelson, Almighty Kev, The Odds Hustle, Lou Dog, hashtag SBTV Nation. I got C. Rodriguez Jr. I got Buddy the Dog. Yo, big ups to you for coming out there, brother. I got Sir Mata, Terry Kohler, Sports Money, Fantasy Sports Eddie, Jeff Ryan, Immaculate, Emser, Marlin, and the list goes on and on. Dude, where do we even start, man? You sound beat to hell, kid.
Nah, you know what it is my my voice, my vocal cords, they feel like really, it's not really from yelling. You know what I think it is from? Because I don't really smoke that many cigars. I think it's from smoking the cigars, to be honest with you.
Son, you were crushing the cigars.
I know. I know. I don't really smoke that many in that short of a time period, and I did, and I think my vocal cords are reminding me of that.
I think you had as many cigars as the Andy Mack had cigarettes. Oh man, but yeah, Dr. Dan was on the show. We ripped it up. He sounded real tore up on Saturday's show. Let me tell you, Ryan was in the background, handling the streaming online. We had our DJ Manny. It was just amazing, dude. But you know what? Hey, it is what it is, and we got to get moving on to what we got popping today, man, because I got to get my money back that I lost in Las Vegas, kid. I got to get popping with these guys. If you were on that NCAA tournament betting, whew, you know what? I know Woodbine Fan tore it up, but, I mean, it was pretty nasty, man. I mean, Villanova going down in the second game really crushed my parlay. I could not believe that. NC State, rocking and rolling there. Dude, I only got 3 futures left, man. I got Kentucky, I got Xavier, and I got Oklahoma. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got, man. That's all I got. And you know what? I didn't even get a chance to, pull a lot of my stuff out of live lines and stuff like that because I was just so tore up being there. But, whatever. Hey, I'm just going to put it into the little... the little going away budget type thing. That's how I'm going to write it off so I don't feel as bad. But, Dream, what do you think of these matchups coming up, brother?
Hey, listen, I haven't really taken a look at it, but I think that it's going to be, as I was saying, usually for me, I don't do great in the first 2 rounds anyway, the first round or so set of games. It's this weekend is usually the weekend that I do a lot better.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, I'm taking a look at it, man.
As you get to, like I said, you start getting matchups that the teams kind of know each other a little bit and can prepare for each other a little bit better.
All right. So, in the Midwest region, we have Kentucky's going to be playing West Virginia, and we have, who else is still alive? Wichita State and Notre Dame. So let's take a look at that and see where it goes, man. But let me just take a look at some of the opening odds for these kind of games and see what we got. Because the games aren't until Thursday. I get it. But, it's definitely something to talk about. Just got an initial look. You know what I mean? We got Xavier in Arizona. Arizona's giving Xavier 11, dude.
I know.
I understand because Arizona likes to blow people out. But, Xavier is not that bad. I got to be honest with you. I mean,
Xavier's a pretty good team. They play well. I think that Arizona was suited as these two teams are similar, except Arizona's like a lot superior. So same kind of styles almost. But I think Arizona, it's right there, dude. As far as that number, I think it's right there.
All right. Wichita State, the Shockers came out and shocked Kansas, dude. Damn. We got the Shockers are playing Notre Dame. The Shockers are actually favored, dude, 1 to 1.5. That is very surprising to me.
Yeah, the Shockers didn't surprise me. As that Kansas team, I told you, I had them going absolutely nowhere.
Perry Ellis not looking that incredible. Let me just tell you about that, man. I was sitting there watching that game, and I was just kind of shaking my head. And, guys, when you're in Vegas, man, the games start at like 9 in the morning. So if you party the night before, you have a real hard time getting your plays in at 9 o'clock. I missed so many plays out there, dude. So many plays. But, hey, Frankie Fingers, big ups to him. He was out there. I got James. I got Gruff. I got, Papa Smurf. What's going on, Playboy? I got Scott Weaver. I got Jay Smith. I got Jay Cast. A lot of people out there retweeting our show. And, hey, we're back. We are back, and we are taking this show to a whole new level because now we are in year number 2. And let me tell you something. We got some monster plans coming up. West Virginia, Kentucky's minus 13. Wow. That's about right, though. I think Kentucky can, what's his name? Shane Battier was on ESPN saying he thinks West Virginia's going to upset him, dude.
Okay. Go ahead.
Go get it.
With Battier.
Go get it. North Carolina, Wisconsin's minus 6. I really like Wisconsin there. We'll talk about it as we get through. But we're talking about the Thursday and Friday matchups. We got the Dukies and Utah Utes. Dukies are minus 5. Dude, I can't wait for Thursday or Friday, man. How about this one? We got Sparty minus 2 at Oklahoma, dude. What do you think of Sparty, man? I've been calling them.
Yeah, no, they're okay, but I don't think they're going that far. I mean, I think honestly, I think Oklahoma could beat them.
You know what? I got Oklahoma in a future, so I hope they do. Because
I think Oklahoma could beat them.
All right. NC State, Louisville. Louisville's minus 2 to 2.5. Dude, where did Louisville come from?
No, it was if you watched it, it was what got paired. And that's why I was saying when I said it, anything can happen in this tournament as, teams got paired up because there was a couple of upsets in that first round and second round. So teams ended up playing teams that like they could beat. You know what I mean? Instead of playing another team. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know, man. Michigan State had to play Virginia, dude, and they beat Virginia.
Yeah, so. I know, and we said Virginia was overrated like week 2 of the season, but so that was no surprise to me. But if you want to go into that, that's kind of part of what I'm saying. Had Michigan State lost, Virginia would have went forward, and then the matchup might have been a little tougher looking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah,
I mean Oklahoma ended up playing. Oklahoma and Gonzaga ended up getting gifts with Dayton. And then Gonzaga ended up playing Iowa, who Iowa stinks. You know what I'm saying? So you had a couple of second round games that just you were supposed to see. Oklahoma was supposed to play Providence, Providence lost to Dayton, so Oklahoma gets Dayton. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we got punched in the face with Providence too, bro. Oh,
right, and then now you had Nova fall out, so that side's wide open because you had Nova beating everybody that they were playing.
Yeah, right.
You know?
I mean, I all I needed them to do was go to the Sweet 16, dude. I can't believe they lost to NC State, man. That was brutal, dude. I'm still surprised about that. Let's see. You got UCLA and the Zags. The Zags minus 8.5. That should be a pretty easy matchup for the Zags. I was pretty impressed with UCLA beating SMU, Skeeto. I did not see that happening. Let's see what else. That's pretty much it as far as the college hoop with the Sweet 16. But we'll break that down more as we get to Thursday and Friday. And I think on Thursday we're going to have an amazing guest on the line. So, hey, big ups to RT. He was out there in Vegas with us partying as well. Big ups to Boston Boy. I know he couldn't make it. He actually sent me a photo of him in the hospital, dude, with a picture on his chest of Sports Bettors TV, man. So, hey, you know what, dude? I hope everything goes well for you, and I know that you'll be at the next one. That's all I got to say about that. So, my man, you know what?
Hey, guys, I just want to say this one thing. We've come on for the most part. We've been kicking it for like the last year, and yeah, it was our year anniversary. And I know that none of you guys asked us to do this, but we've come on and we've kind of done this thing. We've done it for free. Put out the videos. Even as of late, really been going hard with the picks. All done for free. And kind of the only thing that we wanted in return maybe was, hey, to guys come out, meet up with us, hang out with us, so we can meet you all. So for guys, just for next year, it would be nice to get, we got like 10,000 followers. You know what I'm saying?
At least that's just on Twitter.
Right, just on Twitter. And, the turnout that we had in Vegas, it was a good turnout, but it wasn't really at all representative of even just the Twitter following we have alone. So if there's any way to say thank you, we appreciate, giving everything out for free, it would have been, make it down to the next event. It's 2 days. I mean, 8-9 months in advance. It wasn't really, really, really expensive. Just a couple of days to get out there. It's like a long weekend. Even if you came through for maybe one day, that's a great way for you to tell us thank you. We appreciate what you're doing. As far as just your turnout was concerned. So hopefully next year you guys can, I don't know, maybe you might need to start saving now.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Or, talking and making the plans now, because we are going to do something, but we would like to see you all, and it would be a nice gesture on your part to try to make it if you can.
I mean, you definitely had 6 months in advance.
Don't get me wrong, I understand real life happens, but when you got 12,000, following you just on Twitter, I mean, you should be able to get at least, I would say a minimum of 300.
300 to 500.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, the nation I know is thousands deep. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know what? Hey, that's our little guilt trip segment on the people that that booked their rooms and then all of a sudden, the last minute, just said, I can't go. There's something happened. I don't know. It's snowing here, so I can't go. Or something like that. But hey, you know what? It is what it is, and we are looking forward to meeting all of you guys again next year, bro. I don't even know what we're going to do, but it's going to be something magical. I mean, this was magical enough. I just can't imagine, what it's going to be like next time. So, big ups to everybody that came once again. But what do you want to get into, Dream? You want to get into...
We may have to pay for everybody's airfare next year.
Yeah, right. Might have to. Free room, free airfare,
free room,
free
food.
Airfare. Then maybe you guys will come.
I'm sure some people will still be. They can't make it.
Taxis are like $20 here, man. I can't go there.
but give me your picks, Dream.
Yeah. Give me your free picks, though. Dream, I want all your free picks, no matter what. What are you guys doing with all that money, by the way? That's what I want to know. Oh, my God. That's funny, dude.
All right, let's get busy. Let's get back on
Sir
task.
Mana said, thanks for throwing salt in the wound.
Let's get back on task.
Papa Smurf is out there. Eddie E's out there. Yippa82. What is going on? Bluntmaster, Rod Johnson. Let's roll, man. All right, so I'm going to start with the NBA, Dream.
Yes,
because
sir.
my NBA was so damn on point out there. And, dude, I didn't play much of it. And I'm pissed at myself because I was so involved with trying to get some of the NCAA tourney, dude. But I did get Lake Show. You were making fun of me the other night.
Oh, my God. I go to see MJ. All right. I go out to the show. I come back. Hatter's up in the suite. Hockey Immortal. Him, Dr. Dan.
Total Sports Edge.
Yes, they're all, like hanging out, got their feet kicked off, and they all sweating the game. So I'm saying, because these guys are cashing some tickets. So I said, who you guys got? And he said, we got the Rangers, and the Rangers are up like 5-0. As soon as I walk up there, it's scored like 2 more goals. I'm like, bet you guys about to cash. Oh man, I missed it. Well, no, we need one more game.
Oh.
So I said, huh? No, we need one more game. I'm like, all right, well, who is it? We got the Coyotes. Huh? We got the Coyotes. I'm like, what?
Arizona Coyotes.
You got the Coyotes? Are you kidding me?
And then I had Lake Show on top of it, dude.
And then he had Lake Show Sixers on top. I said, see what happens when Daddy goes away? You up here got these garbage teams.
Hey, man. Me and Hockey Immortal got on Lake Show, and that cashed, kid. So I was happy about that.
Lakers ended up cashing. I think you were also looking at Northern Iowa to beat Louisville, and I told you the night before that what's going to happen. There was a couple of games that I was dead on about as far as I knew. Like I said, Kansas I didn't think they were going to go forward. I definitely was all over Michigan State beating Virginia because that Virginia team's very overrated. I'm surprised West Virginia managed to escape, to be honest with you. I thought that they would go down too. I don't see them going particularly too far in the future as well. I was surprised, Louisville did not surprise me, as I thought that they would find a way to beat Northern Iowa just because, a little bit. Actually, Louisville played, even though I expected them to win, I didn't expect them to win like that.
Son, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was like a whole new team.
Yeah, it was.
They were draining every shot, man. I'm like, as soon as Northern Iowa would pick up, get up there by close it within 6 or 8 or whatever, they just were hitting more shots. I was like, oh, man. And you know what, guys? When you're in Vegas, you got to make sure that your online account is stacked because you got to do live. They don't allow live lines. You can't, you can't buy points down, stuff like that. I mean, you could do money line parlays. You could do teasers. You could do straight bets. You could do second halves. But you can't do the multiple options that you have on the online sports books. So now I understand, dude. I always wondered. I'm like, I see a lot of our, fans and friends are from Las Vegas, but they all play online. And I'm like, now I understand why you do. So me and the Hockey Immortal were talking about this. So, there's just so many more options online,
Yes, I do.
All right, man. So we'll go from there. But, hey, big ups to Casano and Direct Sports Solutions that came out there, partied with us at the nightclub, had so much good information for us, and bought us hats, dude. Showed us his token of appreciation by buying us hats. They were custom hats that said dope on them. And then on the side it says Direct Sports Solutions, and mine says Hatter. His says The Dream, and Dr. Dan also had one too. And Dr. Dan, I think, wore that the whole time. Oh, man. Hey, Indiana Eric, what is up? Marlon, what? Yeah, Lake Show and the Coyotes. Yeah, no doubt. All right, so let's go right into this, man. So we got, at 7:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we got Toronto Raptors at the Detroit Pistons. Toronto's -2, and the under-over is 201.5, pretty much all across the board. You know what? Taking Toronto on the road just wouldn't feel right for me, Dream.
I got you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Even though the Pistons stink, I just couldn't even get bothered with this. I mean, Toronto's got a pretty good record. They're 42-28, 4-2 straight up in the last 6 games. But they're 5-11 straight up in the last 16. So it's like they kind of just flipped the script after the last, the 10 games previous to that. They were like 1-9 or something like that, and then they went 4-2 in the last 6. Where Detroit is 26-44, 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games, and 10-5 against the spread in the last 15 games at home. That's pretty interesting that Detroit's playing that well, dude.
Yeah, I know.
But, and that's against the spread, guys. That doesn't mean they're winning the games. That means they're just getting a lot of points in cover because they're 3-11 straight up in the last 14 games. Dream, this is a game that I won't go anywhere near, dude. I wouldn't play this with your money.
I like the Raptors.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Are you gonna play it?
You know what? I'm on the fence about it. I got to take a look at it. I got to do a little bit of homework, check the injury reports, do how we always, our model.
Oh, like we didn't do in Vegas.
Like we didn't do in Vegas.
Yeah, dude, I was just going off the head, man. And even when we were doing the show, I was so excited that I couldn't even get into stats and homework and stuff like that, just because, guys, there was just so much going on. I mean, we had what did we do? 10 guests on one show. We rapid fired everybody. It was just madness, dude.
The thing was with me, the killers were, like I said, Providence and Nova, because I had Nova wrapped up in a lot of stuff on Saturday. So had one of those two not lost, man, I would have murdered Vegas. I mean, I beat Vegas up a little bit, but I would have really got them. I mean, thank God for that roulette table, though. But I like the Raptors here, only because it's like I say, this game is the type of game. If you lose this game, it comes back to haunt you when the playoff starts. Because you lose, somebody you got a record tied with somebody, you end up losing your seeding, and you maybe fall down one below, excuse me, as opposed to being ahead. So I like the Raptors. I think they can get it. This is a game that they should win, and I think they will.
All right. Hey, Papa Smurf is talking so smack about you being lethargic this morning.
I'm not really. I'm on. It's just my voice doesn't want to go like I want to go.
I hear you, dude. It's all good, baby. It's all good. Let me see here. Let me just switch this up real quick and move from there. So next one I got on the ticket is the LA Lake Show playing at OKC, and OKC is minus 10 to 10.5. Under over 209 to 209.5. I got to be honest with you, Lake Show. Not Lake Show. OKC. Without Serge Ibaka, without Doodoo jumping there, Kevin Durant, they're still winning games, dude.
No, I know.
Westbrook is really, really carrying that team, but I think he's going to be just like you said, man. Come playoffs time, he's going to be exhausted, kid. He's going to be looking like you sound out there right now. You know what I'm saying?
or looking like your pockets right now.
Yeah, right. Idiot.
Oh, you're going to throw salt, but if I come back, now I'm an idiot.
Oh, my God, kid. What do you think about them giving 10 points here, dude?
I don't like this matchup. I don't like the game at all. I haven't really touched the Thunder much this season. I mean, I know they're winning, and I've obviously been missing out on it, but I just don't, I don't know what night, if he's all they got left, so if he has a bad night, then what happens?
They're done.
Right, so that's why I haven't really gone to near them.
All right, let me just take a look real quick and see what these teams are doing in the last few games here. Lake Show 8-2 against the spread in the last 10 games. So if you've been betting Lake Show and the Dream's been laughing at you, you know what? You've been laughing back at him because they're hitting 80% in the last 10 games on the spread, dude. 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 games on the road as well. Lake Show, damn. OKC winners of 3 straight, 40-30 is their record. They are 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 and 5-1 straight up as well in the last 6 games. 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 at home. Dude, seems like both of these teams are spread monsters these days.
Well, Lake Show's usually getting like 20, so that's why. I love when you say that. If you Lake Show 8-2 against the spread, yeah, because it's like 30.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. You know what? Hey, I'm looking at these trends. I like these kind of trends, man, to be honest with you. All right, so that game there, OKC should win the game. Is that safe to say?
I would say it is, but like I said, anytime you got one team relying on one guy, and if he comes out and has a bad night, then you just wonder who's going to be able to pick up the pace for the scoring, and then you got a situation. But yeah, OKC should win, but I wouldn't go near that game.
All right, we got them. Oh, this is a really, really nasty one, dude. We got Miami Heat and the Milwaukee Bucks. Ouch. That is a hideous game. Under over 193.5 to 194. Dude, no way. No way am I even going to get. I mean, the Bucks have stung me enough this year, and that's not the kind of game that you want to get involved with to rebuild the bankroll, so to speak. Let's see. Miami is 32-37, 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games on the road, where Milwaukee is just losers of 6 straight games. Let's see real quick. 1-3-1 against the spread in the last 5, and 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games at home. Wow, Milwaukee just fell off, huh?
Looks that way.
I guess that's what Jason Kidd gets for being such a, such a non-loyal coach, man. That's all I got to say about that after what he did to the Brooklyn Nets. So, I don't know, man. Not feeling that game. I can see why Miami's favored now, for sure. So I think we're going to move on from there. But next one we got on the ticket is the San Antonio Spurs giving 3 to 4 points to the Dallas Mavericks, under over 205.5 to 206. What do you think Pop's going to do, Playboy?
I know, that's the question. When's you got to check with them, you got to see if they're going to sit anybody, which is always their issue, as they've been doing their thing. So you always got to check their lineup before their games. This situation, tough game, possible playoff matchup. So I'm thinking everybody's going to come to play. This should be a pretty tight game. I like the Spurs here, though. You guys know I like the Spurs.
All right, let me take a look at the Spurs. 44-25 winners of 3 straight games. 4-1 against the spread in the last 5, and 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games on the road. Dallas is 1-8 against the spread in the last 9 games. Damn, you guys have been crying if you've been betting the Mavs. So, and I hope we talked you off the ledge with this Mavs team ever since Rondo has gone there, and saved you some money. So taking a look at this, Dallas 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games at home. You know what, too? You know what's funny is that one game out of that stretch, they played OKC and they covered, and I bet OKC.
Nice, right?
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, I don't know, man. You know what? This is a tough one because I think Dallas would actually show up for this game and make it a headache. But like you said, I think we got to look and see what San Antonio is doing, who they're going to be playing and all that stuff. So let me just see what the matchup is here, see if we got any injuries. As you guys know, Manu Ginobili is out for the Spurs. Aaron Bynes, their center, is day-to-day. And Dallas, the only thing we got is J.J. Barrera is a day-to-day with an ankle injury. That's their point guard. Last time these two played each other they haven't played each other yet this year, so we don't really have any looks on what the matchup is doing. So next one we got on the ticket is go ahead.
Hey, real quickly, I want to cut you off because there's one thing that I forgot to mention, and I want to talk about it now because I don't want to forget about it later on the show. You guys know I have been on internet, and I'm going to give them a little free plug this morning. You guys know I've been on 5 Dimes' case and kind of talking, slick about them and some of the stuff, as far as dealing with their customer service. Now, I will say that some of their stuff is cumbersome, okay? As far as just not that smooth. A couple of things they should explain to you up front could work a little bit better, but that really has to do with maybe their customer service personnel, not so much as them themselves. However, when I got back in last night, all right, there was a check sitting on my counter from them for me. So they paid. That check got here quickly. There was no issues. They got me my loot. There's no issues with them. So I got to give them a big ups because I was complaining for a minute with them. Yeah, they did make me wait because they got their fee program, and you have to work within all those parameters. But I got to give them big ups. The check is here. There's no issues. Cash that, put it in the bank, and that's all I could ask for. So big ups to them, and I got to send them a big thank you their way.
Oh, one thing I want to say too is that if you guys are, if you're playing online and you get a check home, you got to remember something. When you put that check in the bank, it's from overseas, so it's going to take a little while to clear. All right, so just want to let you guys aware of that. It's not like those business checks where you put them in and they're clear the next day. It doesn't work like that. It takes a little bit of time. So, just be prepared for that when that happens. Big ups to Nicholas J out there, Slick Rick. I got, Jay, Rich the Mayor, and Soccer's Finest. What is going on, guys? Next one we got on the ticket is the Philadelphia 76ers at the Sacramento Kings. The Kings are minus 8 to 8.5, 206 to 207. Big ups to my man Sugar Shane Redinius, who did come out to Las Vegas and support us, and also put me on the Sixers team to take them at home and fade them when they're on the road. And Lake Show, beat the brakes off them the other night. They've had a little time to rest, but they are playing the Sacramento Kings, and the Sacramento Kings probably want to get a win here. So I have a feeling that I would be more than happy to take the Sacramento Kings in this spot, playing the Philadelphia 76ers. Dream, what you think?
Oh, no.
No?
Oh, no. I am not taking the Sacramento Kings.
Son, get some Kings, son.
Yeah, no, I'm good. That's a nasty game. I don't like that game at all. Sacramento, they're a mess over there. They're talking about two teams in bad shape, but the Kings are probably in worse shape, with losing their coach. And no, leave that game alone.
Sixers are 0-5 straight up in the last 5 games on the road. But let's see. Sacramento's not playing much better. They're 2-4 against the spread in the last 6 games at home. So, yeah, you're right, man. This is a ugly, nasty one. But I think I'm going to take a shot because I kind of like the way this whole thing is going. So, my string of nasty games continues.
Apparently.
Son, how about this one? This is really, really interesting to me. The Golden State Warriors are minus 7 at Portland, kid. Portland is a dog, plus 7 at home. 207.
Oh, you guys must love that.
Oh, I know. I got the doggy guys out there going crazy. Son, I know Golden State is dope and all, but Portland's pretty good at home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they are.
Let's just take a look real quick and see what's going on. I mean, Golden State's been running through everybody. I really think they're the odds-on favorite. That's
what's scary to me. Because I generally, I'm, at first look, you're thinking, how don't you take Portland with the points at home being a dog? I know everybody's loving that, especially you.
Yep.
Then you think about how Golden State's been running through everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And they haven't been just winning. They've been doing blowout smoke shows.
Son, did you see what they did to the Wizards last night?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The Wizards had, kid, we were laughing about the Sixers having 9 points in a quarter. Dude, the Wizards had 8 in the third quarter, dude. How pathetic is that, man?
Terrible. Terrible.
And I know Klay Thompson was injured too, for a minute there. So let me just take a look and see if he's back in the lineup. Looks like he is. Portland's got LaMarcus Aldridge is day-to-day with a hand injury. Nicholas Batum, their guard, is day-to-day with a back injury. Okay, I can see. Oh, I'm looking at all these injuries for Portland. All right, we might have to fall back. I was looking at that line, dude. It just seemed too thick. But now that I'm looking at the injury report, I think I'm going to have to fall back from that.
Yeah, but them dudes been day-to-day. They've been playing. So, I mean, they've been day-to-day for like a minute now. Most of them guys are going to play. I think the Lions where it is like I said, Golden State been just going crazy on everybody.
I know, man. I'm looking at this now. I'm just like, wow. Unbelievable. I mean, Golden State's scoring about 110 points a game, just under that. Their defense is letting up about 99, where Portland's scoring just under 103 points a game, and their defense letting up about 98. If you look at the smart chart here, I mean, they're pretty similar as far as Golden State's superior in 5 different categories where Portland is 4. I got to look at this whole thing here. I got to look at this injury report and just see where it goes. I mean, Golden State is the number 1 scoring team in the league. So, but, there's some times where their shots are not going to fall. And you know what, Portland's hungry for a victory here. Kid, they've lost 4 straight games, dude.
Yeah, they are hungry for a victory. This is just you know what? Check your injury reports, guys. Wait till like 9 o'clock before you get on this game. Make sure you check your injury reports. But I'm gonna go ahead and say, take the Blazers with the points.
Yeah, well, if they're at full strength.
If they're at full strength,
If they're at full strength, all right.
If they're at full strength, yeah. I think I'm gonna take a chance with it too.
Yeah, I think so, dude. Somebody was just hitting me up on Twitter. Alex Washington asking maybe a part of a 10-point teaser. Getting them up to 17, kid. You'd probably be really laughing there.
Right.
But I think I'm going to take a shot with the 7 and money line, dude. Because I think they're gonna really try hard to win this game. I really do.
They're definitely gonna try to win the game.
And then I'll just if it looks in trouble, I'll just do a live line and get my money out. But it's an underdog, so I mean you're in good shape right out the gate. All right, so that does it for the NBAs, kid. Let's shoot over to the NHLs and see what we got popping. Let's see. There's that nasty Coyotes team that I'll never bet again. I see them getting mad juice, kid. They're plus 312 on the juice. Damn. Detroit Red Wings are minus 342. Do the Red Wings have any business giving that much juice?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. All right. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, Detroit. I wouldn't go near the game personally. I don't think there's any reason. Detroit should win, no doubt. But I don't find the game that appealing.
All right, big ups to my man Prestige Worldwide, who has shown us much appreciation, dude. We really appreciate you. Got Paul Michael out there as well. What else you looking at here, man? I mean, there's a lot of games.
Yep, there's a lot of hockey. You got 8 games tonight. I like right out of the gate. I like the Rangers.
Okay.
To beat the Kings. Even though the Kings been turning it around a little bit, I noticed a little bit of a turnaround out there with the Kings. I don't know if you guys been watching them as well with me, but the Kings have been coming in and winning a little bit as of late. But I like them now. I think that the Rangers though have been really solid, and I'll tell you, as we're getting closer to the playoffs, man, this Ranger team is really starting to really look like they gonna make some noise in the playoffs.
I know they won 7-2 the other day, dude. We had them.
They beat the Ducks 7-2.
It was 3 goals in the first 5 minutes, dude. 3 goals right out the gate. We were like, oh, whoever had this over is laughing.
Yeah, so I like the Rangers tonight to keep that momentum going. You got a rough matchup with the Minnesota Wild playing the Islanders tonight. I'm leaning Isles, but you're probably better off staying away from it. It's a light lean only because Isles are home and we've had so much success with them. But as of late, the Isles haven't been playing, their type of hockey, which is a bad time of the year to start switching it around. So they need to get themselves going. Maybe a beating a quality team here for them may get them back on track a little bit. So I'm leaning on them, but it's probably not a game you should play because it's going to be competitive. You want that uncompetitive game? I'm really thinking that the Rangers are going to beat up on the Kings.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, I just got that feeling about that game.
All right. Marlon's telling me that he thinks Detroit's going to win and may even cover the puck line. Hockey Immortal's been tearing it up with the puck lines, dude. He likes laying that juice. You know what? If it was me, I would get it down to the 1 just so I could get the push. If it goes into overtime or whatever. But yeah. So what else you got on there, brother?
And last but not least, and this is going to be a stretch. Look for me to tweet something out later. You've got, well, actually, there's 2. Love Tampa Bay. I know you guys are going to be all over that. Matter of fact, Tampa Bay is probably a stellar call. But always check the goal. Got to do the goalie checks. You guys know what's up. The same model I'm always reading. Check your goalies. Make sure you got the right people in and make sure the right people are playing. But I like the Lightning tonight against the Panthers. And the other game that I'm on the fence about, but I'm thinking about taking is thinking about taking the Predators to play against the Canadians. As the Predators are home, Predators usually find a way to get it done at home. So I like the Predators here, and it's another situation where the Predators need to get Predators and the Islanders. I don't know. All of a sudden, it's like they're in like a little bit of a funk. Now I know the Preds got hit up with an injury. You know, when their goalie got banged up, you know that impacted them. But they really need to get back on track as it's getting ready to get down to the wire for the playoffs. So getting a quality win here, they need this, and I think they're going to come out really focused and try to get this game won against the Canadians. I think I'm going to end up taking the Predators at some point tonight, but I like the Lightning, so it would be like Lightning first, Rangers, and then Red Wings definitely should beat the Coyotes. So if you want to put them in a money line parlay, you could go Detroit, Rangers, Lightning, and I think that works.
A couple things real quick. Bluntmaster and Marlin just informed me that the Kings are on a back-to-back, so they played last night. And my guy, new guy here, Heavy 365, said the backup is playing for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm still good with that as they're playing Panthers.
All right, they're not traveling too far, brother. But,
Yeah.
Hey, it's all good, man. So, just taking a look at the, just to read the lines off sportsbetterstv.com, guys. The Rangers are minus 150, playing the Wild. They're in New York. The Wild is pretty good, man. So, that's something to take a look at. The Kings and Rangers minus 140 in New York. Let's see, Anaheim Ducks at Columbus. Anaheim is favored minus 150. Let's see, St. Louis Blues at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh minus 116. Tampa Biscuit playing Florida, as we talked about. They are minus 189. The Detroit Red Wings, we already talked about that. It's minus 332. 342 against the Coyotes. The Predators minus 133 playing the Montreal Canadiens in Nashville. And we also got the Winnipeg Jets playing Vancouver Canucks. Canucks are minus 144. And under-overs are pretty much 5s, 5.5s. I'm seeing 1.4.5 there on the Preds. Seeing a 1.4.5 there on one of the books.
Really?
Yeah. Definitely. What do you think about that?
I don't know. That's kind of interesting because if it's on mine, I could buy it down to 3, which I kind of like that.
Well, it's on what you got to take a look at the website and see what book it is. I don't know if that particular book lets you buy the goals down.
Right.
You got to take a look at it. I mean, it's minus. If you're going to get the over 1.5 or 4.5 rather, it's 150 juice.
Right.
Starting out. So, all right, man. So that's it. You got anything else on the ticket that you want to discuss? I mean, we got a little NIT going on, which stands for not in tournament. That's what I like to call it. Let's see. You got Vanderbilt and Stanford. Stanford minus 3. You're all over the Stanford team lately.
Yep. I like Stanford. They've been decent, and they've been getting it done. They were. I thought they were borderline could have made it to the tournament. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And then and then they got bumped as they caught a couple of bad breaks at the end of the season. I don't know about this matchup tonight though. As Vandy's been playing pretty good. I'll tell you what, the game I like tonight on this on the NIT, to be honest with you, I like Miami to beat Richmond.
The Spiders, kid.
Yep.
You think they're gonna? Yeah. You know what? You're in love with this Miami team too, kid.
Yeah. Yep. I like that Miami team. They're another team that I wanted them to make the tournament, and it just didn't happen. But I like Miami to beat Richmond. As a matter of fact, I think I said at the beginning of this that this Miami team, had the possibility of making a little noise in that tournament if they weren't too devastated about going to the NIT as opposed to the NCAA.
Yep, I got it. Let me just take a look at what that line is. We got, let's see, Richmond's minus 2 to 2.5. So you actually got Miami as an underdog, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
I don't mind that. Yeah, I kind of like them. I don't know that I'm playing them, but I like them. So I'll have to take a look at it. I haven't prepared anything yet, guys. Honestly, listen, we got in last night late. we're jet laggy, hungover, the whole bit.
Detoxing.
Detoxing. Come home dealing with the all the home stuff's waiting for you when you get back home.
Oh, I know. Dude, as soon as I get off the air, man, I know I'm going to get bombarded with madness, kid. So, and what was crazy, too, is I was almost late today, man. I got to the office to do the show, looked at my mixing board and said, oh, dude, there's no microphone there. There's no headphones there. Oh, I forgot everything at the crib, dude. I had to run all the way back to the crib and get back, and was able to get on just in time. And, got you back on here, and we rocked. So, let's see. Miami is 23-12, 5-1 straight up in the last 6, where Richmond 21-13, 8-1 straight up in the last 9 games. I think Miami's had. I mean, Richmond's played, VCU and all that, but Miami's played a little bit of better teams.
Tougher schedule.
Yeah,
oh
tougher
yeah,
schedule.
definitely.
So, we'll have to take a look at that. I think that game's a headache, personally.
Yeah, it probably is. It probably is a headache, but like I said, I got a little soft spot for Miami. Obviously, I love Miami. So, I might give them a shot.
All right.
But I got to take a look and do a little bit of my homework first. So, guys, look for me later. Maybe I'll tweet something out tonight, and maybe I won't.
Maybe you won't.
Maybe I'll do like the Nation did, and just be like, never mind, I'm not going.
Yeah, right.
I'm not putting out my plays.
Yeah, right, exactly. We're going to put the plays on hostage until...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're going to put the plays on hostage till next year.
I'm busy. I got stuff to do.
Yeah, and then you got to come to Vegas to get the plays. That's how it works. Oh, definitely. All right, so taking a look at this here. So as far as the NBAs...
You guys go without my plays anyway. They only been killing it.
Oh, man. All right, so let's just take a look. All right, so as far as the NBA is concerned, guys, I am going to get back in action here. I am going to get the Sacramento Kings. I am going to do a money line parlay with them. I'm probably going to add OKC in that. Maybe. I don't know yet. I'll put it out later. All right, but I'm just, these are kind of my leans that I'm looking at right now. I really, really like the Sacramento Kings tonight. As you know, we're on that, fading the Sixers when they're away and taking them when they're at home. Me and Sugar Shane are all over that. And I think I'm going to mess with Portland plus the points, dude. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm probably going to do, bro? I'm probably going to do a teaser with those.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to get Sacramento down to maybe 2. And then I'll get Portland up to 13, depending on the injuries, guys. We really got to look at this and see who's playing and who's not. I mean, that play, the good news is that they're both around 10 o'clock. So, I could wait till about 9:30 to put that out there and play it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to really, sniff out this injury report and see what's going on. Guys, if you have any information on that for me, please let me know, because I'd like to know, who's playing for these respective matchups. And, I don't want to make any mistakes. I made enough mistakes in Vegas when I was drinking, 24 hours and not doing homework and just betting stupid. So, I got to build that back, and we'll go from there. So, but I really like that teaser, Dream.
Yeah, you know what? It looks pretty good. I wouldn't go near the Kings, but I am. You got me. You're pushing me on this Trailblazer game.
Yeah.
You're pushing me on this game. I think you're onto something. I think the spot's right. I like the spot. Golden State played last night, beat up on the Wizards. I think Golden State played Sunday too. Yeah, they played Sunday as well, but they were at home. They beat up on.
I beat up on everybody. They've been beating up on everybody, and I just feel like Portland needs a win, dude.
No, they do.
And when you get the home team underdog on prime time, you already know how I feel about that. You already
That's
know
like
how
the whole SBTV nation making it to Vegas.
Yeah, right. No doubt, man. No doubt.
Oh,
I hear you. All right, dude. So we're gonna close
all
this
the
thing
high
out.
Rollers.
Yeah, all the big shots out there. Yeah, right. Living the dream, I guess, right? All right, so let's close this thing out, man, and go from there. So what you got to shout out before we close this thing out, brother?
Hey, I just want to shout out everybody that support us, everybody that retweets the show. Thank you very much for listening, you guys. I'm sorry about my voice. My energy level might seem down, but it's really not as bad as it is. I'm in a great mood, but my voice is just not moving at the same speed. Anyway, I want to thank you guys once again for doing your thing. Big shouts out to Almighty Kev, Cash Action Bets, Vegas Girl 92661, Deeks Picks, Philly Pick, Rick Lopez, my man the Kid, Eric Parkilla, Shane Redenius, the Champ, Frankie Fingers, OJFB, Kano, Premier Sports Company, Robert Doxnator, Betting the Dream, Dank, Papa Smurf, Nicholas J. Bartholomew Swagger, VK, Poundman Swag, Sin City Maverick, Tony Enav, Louis Barrios, Mr. Solutions, Herbs, The Queen of Odds, Maxwell 48, Winning Picks, Ben Diaz, also Cousin P over at the Fake Fam. Don't forget, always check them out and see what they got. The First Lady got some stuff over there. Even Crush the Bookie's got some stuff that he may have for you as well. So go check that as your resource as well, guys. I am the Dream. Thank you for your support. Always remember who you're with and make the most of each and every day, because you cannot get this time back.
Big ups to Cousin P for making it out to Vegas as well, though. Brother.
Definitely.
He came out there and I'll keep naming names as I remember them, dude. I mean, it's all blur. Vegas is like one big blur for me. A lot of alcohol, a lot of gambling, a lot of partying, a lot of cocktail dresses, son. Dude, let me tell you something about the cocktail dresses. Sick. I mean, just hit up the people that were there. They'll tell you about it, man. The talent level was like, on a scale of 1 to 10, was like 1,000. It was just nuts.
You gotta get out of your basement, though.
You gotta get out of your basement and come down, man. You know what I'm saying? Ask mom for the allowance so you can book the ticket. You know what I'm saying? All right. Guys, we love you to death. Sports Bettors TV, hashtag SBTV Nation. Guys, we are the biggest show in the world, man. We are in year number 2. We are looking forward to doing some huge things here, man. So with that said, we love you to death. Go out there, go easy, but get that money. Take care.